Is change-making an art or a science? Based on my personal experience, as well as some of the interactions I've had with other change-makers, I believe that it's both. In fact, I think that we can break this art down into 5 very simple but powerful steps. I saw that year that we all wanted to forget, 2008, as an opportunity to remind the world of the work that entrepreneurs do. So I started a day to celebrate them. My team now works with local leaders in about 35 different countries to implement events and programs that advance entrepreneurship in their communities. We've gained some remarkable support since then, including a recent partnership with the United Nations. We produced a kickoff conference there to celebrate all the activities happening around the world. We had some really great speakers like Mark Echo, Maria Bartiromo, the CMO of GE, etc. A lot of fun. Some say that change starts with an idea, but where do you get that idea? I would argue that the best way possible to find an idea worth dedicating your life to is to completely immerse yourself in that general interest area that you're passionate about. You should approach this step similar to how an Ignite presenter would approach a Starbucks 2 hours before showtime, voraciously, insisting on the boldest and the best, and looking for another one as soon as you leave. The best blogs, the best conferences, this is what I'm talking about when I say immerse yourself. Ed Sutt grew up immersed in his passion, houses. He built them, he studied them, and observed their wind resistance. One day he realized that it was not the wood that had failed in hurricanes, but the nails. So he developed a nail that changed eventually millions of people. This is Wendy Kopp. She, in her senior undergraduate thesis at Princeton, she proposed an idea that eventually revolutionized education as we know it, Teach for America. Since launching it, she's brought 18,000 top graduates to the most neediest schools. With a simple idea, Wendy became the change that her Ivy League peers only talked about. She's a perfect transition into step number 2. After all, you can immerse yourself for years and you can think of as many ideas as possible, but if you don't execute, was it all ever worth anything? I have a theory that every one of us gets industry-shattering ideas, such as Wendy's and Ed's, every day. However, most of us don't realize it and we don't act on it. What the problem here is that most of us don't have big idea mindsets. In the Philippines, youth violence gangs are the norm. So Efren Penaflorida, CNN hero of 2009, created a different kind of gang. He and 10,000 teens educate 1,500 children per year with just a push cart. I see Efren as the epitome of resourcefulness. I mean, this one individual has completely started turning around a country with only the materials that all of us have in our homes. Pens, books, tables, chairs. I mean, you have to think, if you had that kind of resourcefulness, what could you change? This is a diagram that I find helpful because Efren's style of resourcefulness requires that you're also scrappy. Notice that money is only one of the 7 pieces of the pie here. I've found that sometimes just the right partner can be just as valuable. When compared to Efren's pushcart, Zappos has all the resources in the world, but their most important resource is not its $1 billion in annual sales, but its employees. In fact, their CEO offers all newly trained employees $2,000 to quit. Make sure that they're committed. Nearly all of our Red Country champions say that they applied to our organization for 2 reasons. 1, we made it very clear what the benefits were going to be. And 2, the educational resources that we invested in. It was kind of a taste of what's to come. I've found that the only way to effectively engage people, especially when they're all around the world, is by empowering them. Just determine what it is that they need. Is it autonomy? Is it a vision? Is it tools and templates? And be aware that usually it's different for every person or every group. You wouldn't give that engineer at the Kennedy Space Station a big old thumbs up to flick that red switch without hitting steps 1, 2, 3, and 4 first, would you? I propose that you apply the same strategy to your idea. Although NASA's instruction manual is 5,000 pages long, and that's not okay for a business plan. Jack Sim of World Toilet Organization scaled his idea to include a World Toilet Summit, Expo, and yes, even a day. Scott Harrison of Charity Water got people to buy $20 bottles of water. These are experts in scaling. Remember this when you decide to use social media to spread your idea. Though we can't all capture the drama and hamsters and, embarrass our children forever on national television or even order them to bite each other, we can engage and empower our supporters, whether they're here in Tempe or around the world, using strategies such as Jack's and Scott's. To sum it up, these 5 steps are certainly not perfect. However, I believe that a similar process can be applied to both large and small level causes. Figure out what to change, how to do it, what you need to do it, who you need to do it, and how far you're going to take it. My hope is you take it as far as possible. Thank you.